Hey, future homeowners, it's TJ Lawrence, your new home consultant, Army veteran, and your trusted advisor here in Middle Georgia. If you're buying a home for the first time, listen closely. Today, I'm breaking down the top 5 mistakes I see first time homebuyers make, and more importantly, how you can avoid them. Trust me, one of these could cost you thousands if you're not careful. Now, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so mistake number one, skipping the pre approval. Now, let's start with the big one, not getting pre approved first. This is probably the biggest one out of all of these because too many buyers start looking at homes without knowing what they can truly afford. They fall in love with the home that's out of their price point. Because let me tell you, there are some homes out here that even I fall in love with, and they are out my price point. Pre approval shows sellers you're serious and it gives you confidence when shopping. So, what exactly is a pre approval? All right, so I got it some notes here that I wrote down just so we can talk about this one. Pre approval documents. It's usually you're going to get your personal information, first name, last name. You're going to get a credit report or some credit reports wherever that you got it from. Usually, some people they come in, they say, my credit report from Credit Karma is blah. That gives us an idea. Now, it may not be accurate, but that's okay. Tax returns, pay stubs, personal information such as your driver's license, proof of income, W 2 form. Also, you're going to verify your employment for the last 2 years. So, where have you been working at for the last 2 years? You're also going to get your financial statement, bank statements for about 60 days, and proof of regular income from all sources. Sometimes you'll also need possibly your social security number. So that's also part of the pre approval process. Pro tip here, get pre approved before you start browsing Zillow or booking tours. It really gives you a financial edge because you ultimately know what you can and cannot afford. Mistake number two, draining savings. A lot of first time buyers empty their savings just to make the down payment. But surprise expenses come up fast: moving costs, home repairs, new furniture, you name it. I always tell my clients keep a cushion. You don't want to move in broke. So, what do I mean by that? When you get ready, there's a few money things that go on in each transaction. The first one is the earnest money deposit, or EMD, as you can hear some use it for short terminology. Basically, it's usually 1% of the sales price of the house. In some cases, like Lennar, we may not charge 1% of the full house. We may charge $1,000, $2,000, up to $5,000. That's what you call earnest money. The next thing that you have is closing costs, which with Lennar, we pay for all closing costs. And the final thing that you have is your down payment. Usually, down payment is about 3.5%. So, these are some things that can definitely tap into your financials. One of the things that new home builders do, especially Lennar, is we call this EI. Basically, everything's included. So we already have you a stove, dishwasher, microwave, and then we also negotiate refrigerators, washer and dryer. So it's basically like you just coming into your own home moving from wherever it is you were. In some cases, I know you definitely are looking at those new furnitures. Believe me, I do the same thing. I was looking for some furniture way out my price point, so I wasn't able to afford those furnitures. Or it's just some nuances around the house. Big screen TVs, because you're going to have a nice living area. Um, Maybe games or something, whatever it is, you're going to have that honey-do list. So be ready for that. So a quick rule of thumb, try to have 3 to 6 months of expenses left in your account after closing. That way you can at least have some type of wiggle room just in case emergencies does happen. Because in my case, my truck decided it was time to start messing up, and look at what I have to do. Start paying for my transportation. Come on now. Why does things happen like that? Mistake number 3, ignoring your credit score. Your credit score affects your interest rates big time. Even a few points can change your monthly payment by hundreds. Before applying for a mortgage, check your credit, pay off small debts, and avoid opening any type of new accounts. You also want to make sure you've made some on time payments over the last time, because that plays a factor as well. You also want to keep about 30% on credit cards. Now, I know that is hard. It's definitely hard for me to stay within 30%. However, 30% usually just tells the creditors you're good with your money, so that gives you a better score. A better credit scores equals better loan options, which equals more home for your money. All right, so mistake number 4, not asking questions. Some buyers are afraid to speak up, but this is one of the biggest purchases of your life. You are getting ready to make a big time purchase. This is a great thing, but it's also nervousing at the same time. Whether it's about HOA fees, builder warranties, or closing costs, ask everything twice if you have to. There's no such thing as a dumb question. A good agent, like me, welcomes your curiosity. With that, there's so much that goes on within owning a home. So make sure you ask all the questions that you need before you make that big decision. We get paid commission, but I get paid based on seeing first time home buyers, veterans getting into their new home and being very happy. So that to me is more important. Mistake number 5, underestimating the total monthly payment. Many buyers focus only on the mortgage payment, but forget about property taxes. Basically, it's called PITI, property taxes, insurance, interest rate, and then taxes. Did I say that one? Interest, sorry. So principal, interest, taxes, insurance. Also, in some cases, you may have HOA fees. Now, don't forget all those subscriptions that you have, utilities, and maintenance. So I know I have Netflix, um, Amazon Prime, HBO Max. I even got the high speed internet because I love gaming. So all that stuff adds up over time. Don't forget all these subscriptions that you got on Apple. I got Instagram subscriptions. I got all kind of subscriptions. And over time, that stuff adds up. And don't forget car insurance. If you have car notes, all those things when you're buying a home, those are important. So these are your top 5 mistakes that first time home buyers make. Buying your first home doesn't have to be overwhelming. Avoid these 5 common mistakes and you're already ahead of the game. If you want someone to walk you through the process step by step, hold your hand because I know you're going to be nervous. I was nervous. I had somebody that walked with me hand to hand and guided me through my process. That is what I'm here to do. I help first time home buyers, VA buyers, and if you are tired of renting and ready to move into owning, that's what I'm here to do. This is my job. My goal is to make sure you're happy. Don't forget, like this video, subscribe for more home buying tips. Drop a comment below if you have any questions, want a free first time buyer checklist, or if you want to book your first free consultation. There's no strings attached. My goal is to be here for you all and serve you all. Thank you so much for your time.